All right, so we got some more UFO news. There's just no way that the U.S. government is covering up ET interactions for major reason, alien lawyer claims. There's just no way. There's just no fucking way. I'm sorry about that. Excuse my language. But welcome to another video. Look, I'm just a regular guy. Well, not a regular guy, but look, what I'm saying here is that look, I'm just reading an article, okay? I'm not a whistleblower. I'm not a military guy, okay? Look, I just do my research and I love reading these articles about, UFOs, UAPs because it's kind of strange how, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of information that is coming out on this topic, which is a little bit strange, you know what I'm saying? But look, we're going to have fun in this video, but look, UFO researcher and lawyer Danny Sheehan has revealed the reason the US government won't acknowledge aliens. Like, why is that? Why don't they acknowledge it? And it's not what you think. The seasoned ufologist said Washington, D.C. has been hiding the truth for decades. Is that true? There's just no way. Like, there's no way that the Pentagon has been hiding, like, the truth for decades, like, in Washington, D.C. Are you serious? Like, there's no way that they've been doing that for decades. That's crazy. So you can see this image right here. I don't really know what this is, but alien fanatic Danny Sheehan said the U.S. government is covering up the truth about UFOs. So this is just a stock image. Getty Images Science Photo Library RF. You can probably do some more research into that. The U.S. government is covering up alien interactions for one major reason. A seasoned UFO researcher and lawyer has claimed. Ufologist and public speaker Danny Sheehan said the Pentagon and the CIA are colluding to hide the truth about aliens and have done since the Roswell crash of 1947. Is that true? Like, there's no way that they've been hiding it ever since, like since 1947. There's no way, right? There's no way that they've been doing that since that time. He claims the U.S. may have fought in Vietnam to find aliens. Okay, that's a new thing. I have never heard about that. And believes the government was involved in the death and chemical engineer Karen Silkwood. So you guys can probably do some more research into that. I don't know who that is. The former Keir McGee employee died in a car crash in November 1973 while trying to meet a New York Times journalist about working conditions at a plutonium fuels production plant in Crescent, Oklahoma she worked in. Danny said the Pentagon has long known about UFOs. There's no way. This is just are you serious? Like, this is just conspiracy theories. Like, there's no way that all this is just happening, right, to these people, who just, they just come out with certain information and they just, like, disappear or get deleted out of nowhere. Like, there's just no way, right? There's no way. So look, a sit down with former UFC champ George St. Pierre on government cover-ups. Sheehan, who claims to have been investigating government corruption for 50 years, said Washington, D.C. threatens workers to speak out. He said anyone inside the military, anyone inside the government who had any encounter with this information about them was threatened. They would threaten to fire them. They threatened no more promotions if they talked about it. And they started classifying information in case anybody talked about it. They could be criminally prosecuted. Are you serious? Okay, so like, if this is actually happening, right, to these people, like, isn't it kind of crazy that some people call it, oh, it's just a conspiracy theory? Yeah, but people go missing and disappear and get deleted for this kind of information. Why? If it's a conspiracy theory, why? Right? St. Pierre shot back. Why is it hidden? Is it because the fear that the society will go completely insane? Or is it because they fear one of our adversaries would use it and weaponize it and we want to stay ahead? Question mark. Sheehan responded, it's the very end of what you said. It's we want to stay ahead. That's the whole idea. one of the most important revelations you can come to when you're investigating this particular area, you come to this kind of shocking and sad conclusion that the US military views its mission as establishing full military domination over the planet. They can't allow any other nation, state, or entity to be allowed to stand the slightest chance of being able to defeat a US in a military engagement. Danny Sheehan told ex-UFC champ George St. Pierre why Washington, D.C. doesn't want to talk about aliens. It comes as Britain prepares for US-style hearings. So, I mean, if you're kind of late to the news, I mean, the UK is having, they're going to have congressional hearings about UFOs, just like how the US is having congressional hearings about UFOs. But, who never knows? You have to question everything. To hear from RAF, Army and Navy whistleblowers about experiences they have been previously banned from revealing under military non-disclosure rules and for fear of ridicule, which is one of the bigger things. The UK's new UFO disclosure group secured a meeting with a minister from the House of Lords to set up a forum where alien whistleblowers can come forward with their evidence. The group was set up by documentary filmmaker Mark Christopher Lee to push for transparency on reported sightings on UFOs, aka unidentified aerial phenomena or UAPs. The Daily Star revealed previously a letter from the body calling for full disclosure in the UK was sent to Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer. So, it's kind of interesting that they're having, they're going to have congressional hearings in the UK. It's kind of interesting how, when certain whistleblowers start to talk about this stuff, they just disappear out of nowhere, right? It's just kind of strange how that happens. And why is that? Is it actually for real that, that since 1947, they've been hiding all this? There's no way, right? This is all just conspiracy theory, right? Let's just play it safe here. There's just no way, right? There's no way. So when I look up here, so they're talking about different things here. They're talking about so many different things. Talking about the truth about aliens, the Roswell crash in 1947, which is one of the most famous crashes sites ever to be named. Right? It's the most famous one. Right? Basically, how they say it. Right? I guess at first they said that it was just your UFO crash, and then later they said it was air balloons. Right? That makes no sense. How they just randomly just said that it was just air balloons after, which is crazy. So is it true that the US government is actually hiding information about ETs? And they can't really speak about it because if they do, you already know, they don't have security measures put in place to protect these people. And it's kind of crazy how, at this point, the government isn't even going to disclose it's not even going to happen. It's not going to happen because they've had decades to do it, because they've been hiding it they've been hiding the truth for decades. And at this point, they've already would have created a disclosure. And why is that? Why are they hiding this? Is it because they're trying to hoax a massive event that's going to come later on in the future, and they're trying to take advantage of all this secret information, and so they can just hoax? Because if you really think about it, if they do have advanced technologies, right, and they're keeping it secret and the general population doesn't even know about it, they can hoax a massive alien invasion, right? A fake alien invasion, right? And most people, they would have no clue. They would think that it was the real aliens, right? How would you even know, right? Because they've had, since 1947, right? They've had this. They've had the crash retrievals, right? And they've been let's just speculate. Look, let's just speculate. Look, this is all just conspiracy theories, right? There's just no way that they've actually been shooting down these extraterrestrials, and there's no way that they've actually been reversing engineering these crafts for since the 1950s. And so by now, since 80 years from now, right? I don't even know how much it is from 1950s to right now. That's like 80 years, right? Bro, at this point, they probably have the technology for like Star Wars, right? They have they have that kind of technology. And so they have these advanced holograms. And so you're telling me that okay, they've been hiding this for all this. This is the reason why I feel like this. I'm making my assumption, right? Just speculation. This is my thought analysis of like, okay, they've been hiding this for decades, and so like the reason why they've been hiding this because they're trying to create a massive hoax event to lock down the whole planet, right? Make people go crazy and think that, oh my God, it's the aliens. The aliens are coming for us. Aliens and this. Are you serious? There's like no way that there's just no way, right? There's no way that they're gonna do that, right? And there's no way that they've been hiding this for like decades, right? No, come on, it's just ludicrous. Are you serious? Like, we're the only species on this planet, right? Just human beings fighting for one amongst another. It's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think the aliens even want to see us like this. The aliens are probably sitting back there like this, bro. Y'all humans are crazy. Like, bro, like I'm saying, like, yo, y'all humans, yo, like they don't even want to like be friends with us at this time because we're fighting wars. We got we have Iran, Israel. We got so many wars going on, so many agendas going on. Like, I don't even think the aliens even want to come and actually see us, honestly, at this point. They're like, yo, y'all gotta solve this on your own. We're not gonna help you. Like, it's gotten to that point. Like, it's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? But look, it's just all conspiracy theory. There's just no way that like that there's aliens and stuff like that. Are you serious? There's just no way that the US government is covering up ET interactions for major reasons. What is the big reason of why they've been covering this up? Is it for power? Is it for control? What is it for? I don't even know. But let's just play it safe and let's just say it's just all conspiracy theories. Are you serious? There's just no way that this is all real. Like, come on. Like, people are gonna call you, you're crazy. You're okay, whatever. We'll see about that. Right? They're not gonna hoax an alien invasion like around 2026 or 2025. Like, come on, you're crazy. Like, are you serious? There's no way that they actually have this kind of advanced technologies. Okay, so guys, if you if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Have an amazing day, and peace out. The aliens don't like us at this moment. I don't even know if they really like us, honestly. I don't even think they even want to talk to us. So I think we need to evolve as a species. Are we even a species? I don't even know. I'll leave that up to you. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. But look, if you enjoyed today's video, again, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Have an amazing day and peace out. Let's get it. This is crazy.